Oh, now we what the I to know more about what the fuck is the Technomancer bitch. You married? You're married.
Roy, can I do something for you?
Ah.
I was wondering... Why did you take the risk of following me? You would have kept your status and rank with Abundance.
I was so angry, livid with rage. Sean had saved and protected me. I wanted to avenge him. Now I see that he was using me. But how was I to know that then, when he was all that I knew? I followed you for one reason, to kill you.
You said he saved you?
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't really want to talk about it.
What are the Abundance Technomancers like? Do they have the same status as here?
I don't know much about it. But from what I saw, the people are afraid of them, just like here. Even though they'll never be allowed to hold the highest offices. But they're in the army. They're officers. They are not allowed to form cliques or teams. A master is simply allowed an apprentice, nothing more. They're primarily a military unit. For the battlefield, nothing more.
Oh wait. How about get some light here, huh?
You don't want to change what you're wearing? Your dress is ripped to shreds. Not really, discreet.
This dress reminds me of who I am. It's a testimony of my shredded past. I've lost so much due to my ignorance. Today, I am what I am. A pariah. A renegade hunted by my peers. But also a new woman. Free to determine her own conventions. Without bonds.
Actually it looks... I think it looks kind of cool. I mean, I feel like choosing the first, but actually that's not what I think. I mean, okay, the reasoning might be completely idiotic. I'm leveling too much, I understand.
I suppose I can understand that. You're a little lost here. It's your last link to your past life. Alright, fine. We'll go on like that. How did you become apprentice to the warden of a prison camp?
It's a long story. I'm sorry. I really don't know you. I'd rather talk about it some other time.
I want to tell you something. You still don't want to talk to me about your past?
I'm sorry, Roy. I promise that when it feels right, and I've had time to sort it out, I'll tell you my story.
I want to tell you... No.
So what I want to find in this... I wish I could find in this... Yeah. Now I know where I am. Nani. Go to this tab. Can I please close you? I hate shortcuts which open random overlays. No one needs that. Gog. Please make it something like left shift right control tilde page down. Something I really don't. I'm not able to press it randomly or whatever. That's shift tab, really. I mean. every time I want to open my map and I'm running while doing that, it will open. Actually interesting. Only happened now. La 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 la.
Why do you worry so much about that child? Is he your apprentice?
No, I met him in the camp. He was lost, in real trouble. We escaped together. I guess that made us get closer to each other.
I see. Even if I don't really understand why you're doing all this for him. You're taking a lot of risks just for someone you escaped with. Are you sleeping with him?
Mary, not every human relationship is about sleeping with people.
No?
You can appreciate someone without
What?
doing that, especially with a kid.
Okay.
Does that mean no?
Fuck yeah, that means no.
Oh, Fussel, please don't sit on my mouse hand. Thank you.
Hey. Hi, what can I get you? I heard the Resistance is planning to attack a Technomancer convoy. You know if the kid who was with me the other day is with them?
You know, I don't actually follow their every move with bated breath. But seems to me he actually was with them, yeah. They said something about freeing prisoners.
The kid must have thought his parents might be in there. But it reeks of a suicide operation.
Wasn't supposed to overhear their discussion. But I know where the attack took place. I can take you there. I owe you.
Alright, I'm with you.
Hey, can you? How about wounding him? Also. Oh, how many Technomancers are there? These Technomancers. You can't fucking do anything against them. Except of course shooting them. Can you fucking... Really assholes. Really not too useful.
Aim for the shooters.
Looked after prisoner transport. How did the boy get mixed up in all that?
The Technomancers gained power at the end of the war. Now the right question is, what are they involved in? As for why Innocence does what he does, he's trying to understand what happened to his parents. He's also pretty idealistic. He believes in the Resistance.
How can you believe in people who don't even have any special powers? He's really naive.
But I think it's more that he really believes in their ideas.
Their ideas are obviously dangerous and make trouble.
Fuck these fuckers. Hey, can you stop shooting me? Fuck. Asshole. Stop fucking doing your lightning. Vergessen, dass ich den Korb nicht mache. Super.
Protect yourself.
Can you wound him at some point? No 20% wounding.
Innocence! Innocence! Innocence!
Shit, Charity. It was a disaster. The kid was arrested.
I'm sorry, Roy. He seemed like a real nice kid, really. The attack was stupid, but I already knew it didn't work.
You got a lot of good information, apparently.
Some young person came here to hide just after. Judy. She told me what happened. And there's also someone sniffing around your place. A girl who works for the General.
That'd be Devotion. She's his right-hand man, armed, from what I understand.
My poor Roy. You have to decide. You're going to need allies if you want to help the boy. And scenes I doubt the Resistance can put up with honor and vice versa. You should go talk to the two women. See what they suggest.
The lady's right, Roy. We need allies. Especially with all these people after us.
The lady's always right, sugar. Go find the two girls. You'll see what they have to say.
Oh, we did. Get a level up for that. It's horrible. Okay, level up. Or why not? Choose a side. Yeah, I mean, first of all, choose a side. It was 49. Because who's Judy?
Roy, I'm happy to see you. Even if Marco doesn't agree, I know we'll need you.
Like you needed Innocence.
Please, hear me out. You can't imagine how sorry I am about his arrest, but he wanted to take part in the attack. I think maybe we can help him escape when they decide to execute him. With your help, I'm sure we can do it. You know how important our ideas are to him. Marco didn't welcome you right, and he's still suspicious of you, but he's not the only one who makes decisions around here. Let's save him together, and then you can join us. We'll leave for Green Hope as soon as we free him. We hope we can weaken the Technomancers there.
That girl looks like she really believes what she's saying. But who is she?
That's Judy, one of the leaders of the Resistance. They're the people who are fighting against the politics here, and especially against the omnipotence of the Technomancers.
But you're one, and so am I. Do they hate us? Maybe we should say no. Once they've used us, they'll surely kill us.
I swear that won't happen. You're not like the ones who rule us. We're crushing the people of Aurora.
What do you do exactly?
We fight against the corrupt Aurora government. A government that doesn't hesitate to kill the people it just won the war with. A government that oppresses the people and leaves all the decisions in the hands of the Technomancers. You've seen the poverty, all the checkpoints, how cruel they are. We're fighting to change all that. To restore freedom and pride to the people of Aurora. With your help, we can do it. We'll free Innocence and go to Green Hope to ruin those monsters' plans.
Yeah, I hate the general.
All right, I'll join you if you do everything you can to get Innocence out.
Thank you, Roy. Here, Innocence left his diary at the HQ. I think he'd prefer you to have it. There must be a way to stop them. We've got to get him out of there.
Judy, we tried everything. We even thought about an all-out attack, but look at that. Those bastards have a machine gun. They must know we're here.
We can't just stand here.
We never thought they'd bring out something like that. The second we get in the yard, we're dead meat. That's exactly what they're expecting. I'm sorry.
Oh, lend us an ear, boys, lend us an ear to the whispers of dead who've been wronged. Oh, lend us a tear, girls, lend us a tear. We're the last to give voice to their song. The walls of Aurora, like drums stretched before us, we rise to their glorious beat. So pick up your blades and sharpen your courage until they know defeat.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which Judy's given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. A lot of the time, his story's pretty mushy. Even if it was at least starting to be less of an airhead, he was just too soft right to the end. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he started following Marco. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me stopping the serial killer. Nor that Mary, who he'd just caught a glimpse of back in the camp, was with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. Because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far from over. We're here. Greenhope. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. What a miserable place. The name hardly reflects its condition.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Lots of people died here, taking it or defending it. It was a real slaughterhouse. But we can't stay here. Marco's waiting for us in the eastern part of the town. We have to move.
Nice, but where is Mary? I want Mary. Not Judy. Mary is my fuckdoll. I'm not really sure. Yeah. So
The access looks blocked for the moment.
I have to get through the village, of course, he ladders. I guess they just want to introduce me to the idiots. This place.
Cave vermin. Fucking slackers. They should never be left wandering around the village anyway. Gotta leash train them.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, but it's not exactly a good day for us.
What's going on?
Those bloody mutants stole some of our food. Not like we produce much anyway. It's going to make things really hard. They deserve to get put down, damn animals. As if they didn't have enough with what we give them.
I can go see them, work this thing out.
That would be great. We need to get back what they stole and punish them. We can't let them get away with it. But, if you could avoid killing them, just teach them a lesson. I got a bit carried away earlier, but we need the labor.
Roy, I find this man a little too extreme. Maybe we should try to know more before we do anything.
I'll do my best.
Har det? Det er merchant der. Sorry.
Hey, a new face. On your way to rebuild the farm? Need equipment?
Show me what you have to sell.
With pleasure.
Also 3% damage reduction. Are you kidding? It is. I mean. Let's buy up on metal.
Want to see my merchant?
Hardware, I mean.
Show me what.
With
So buying nail ammo is wait, 10. Yeah, it's better to buy. Thank you. really best UI in the world. I've never seen such a good UI in my life. He looks like some impressed. Oh, he is.
You're not a farmer.
True. That a problem?
Not at all. Takes all kinds. Maybe you'd be ready to help me.
What's wrong?
Since I've been here, things have been getting worse and worse. I'm supposed to replant all the crops, but everything's being destroyed by the moles. It's impossible to grow anything. So we're short of everything. But we should already have our first harvest since we got here. But nobody's doing a thing. They're too scared.
It's pretty basic, but I'll help you.
Thank you. That's real good of you. Got to say, there aren't really any guards here to help us.
Where's the field?
I'll mark it on your map if you like. There.
You been here a long time?
Well, not really. I got here when our troops left, after the war. We were sent out here to rebuild, to make the farm productive. More for you to tell me. As far as I'm concerned, things are at a standstill.
Might not be the best subject. I gotta go.
Right.
Can we do something?
How's it going with the villagers?
Not very good. But it is not our fault. They do not give us food. We work a lot, but without food it is difficult. So we ask, and they hit us. We ask for more, but we are hungry.
I see.
Can we do something?
You know Green Hope well? Can you tell me about it?
We do not know it. Only the men know. But we want to answer. Yes, Green Hope has a very old canal system that is very efficient. Better than the others we know. Maybe the best. Very interesting. We may be able to make the same for man in other places now.
Where are you from?
We are from Good Source, far from here.
Yeah, I see where Good Source is. Pretty amazing, actually. Why'd they bring you here?
We know hydroponics. Good Source is like Green Hope, so they brought us here to do the same work.
I didn't know they were using you as specialists. Guild's making progress. I gotta go. Bye.
Didn't I go to Camp 19? Did he escape?
How do you know that?
We know because we had friends there. We are from Abundance. We were. Thank you for helping them. Many died, but some joined Aurora. They are content. They are treated better. We are proud to meet the man who helped the mutants. Will he help us, too? It's almost like abundance here.
What are you talking about?
You must speak to the chief. He will tell you. He knows Aurora better. He comes from Aurora.
All right, I'll go see him. Can we talk about something else? I'm going.
Garbage.
Where did you put what you stole?
The mutants must eat too, like the men. They have enough to eat.
Explain yourself.
The men were given much stock by the guild, very much, to eat and sow. They also received the mutants, us, for help, but they gave us nothing to eat. The mutants must eat too, otherwise we die, like the men. They have enough to eat. Why do they give us nothing?
Okay, I get it. I know you need to eat. Maybe I can help you balance things up a bit.
We do not understand. You are a man.
Yes, I'm aware of that, thanks. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'll say you already ate what you took. I'll probably have to tell them that I punished you too, but you'll have to play along.
This is unexpected, man. If you do this, you will be saving us. And
yes?
Many of us are sick, as we have not had food for a long time. And may the man forget me. I should not ask for more than what he has already given us.
Well, just tell me about it instead of beating around the bush.
If the man could also find us some medicine, it would be very, very kind.
I'll see what I can find.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, man.
We stop. And
There is the man again.
Yeah, here. Keep it to yourselves. If anyone sees you have it, you'll get in big trouble.
Of course, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. The man is great and generous. Accept this gift. We all contribute, so we can thank you.
a shadow line being built around here. You know anything about that?
Yes.
Not even I know
Some
about
of
that.
our people are used there, but we have heard nothing more of them. It is a very bad place to work. There would seem to be others working in the sun. Not just us. Men, too. But that's crazy. Nobody would do that.
Do you know anything about the Technomancers?
Those magic men don't come here, but we know that they are digging. We've carried equipment to where they dig. They are looking for something in the ground. We think they are looking for traces of the first men.
Colonists?
Yes. Green Hope is old. It is said that part of the canals date from that time. That is what makes it rich.
I see. Interesting. The Technomancers were carrying out experiments on mutation. Have you heard anything about that?
No, man. Those of ours who went to Shadow Lane have not come back. May the sun receive them, and the shadow forgive them.
That was good. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe. %50. That's it. I mean, shield. Other than that,
Took care of your problem.
Really?
Sorry, I couldn't get the food back. They'd already eaten it all.
Oh, shit. We're gonna be struggling for months to make that up. We're really gonna have to tighten our belts.
You still got enough to survive. You'll get by.
All the same, those filthy animals need to be taught a lesson so they don't start again. If we let them get away with it once, they'll think they can do anything.
Done deal. I took care of it. They won't do that again.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you, I suppose.
Wait, the other... Does she have another quest?
Yes? You want something?
You know that the crops were destroyed?
Of course I heard about it. The moles apparently... That's a weird story. Moles just don't go into human structures. They got to smell the water, see? And here, all the water from the crops is recovered in small canals, just below the surface. They shouldn't be able to smell it.
I gotta go.
Yeah, right. Just jumps. Okay. Big one's gone. Come on. How can you fucking block and attack at the same time? Healing. No.
So, any news?
Yeah, I killed the moles that were infesting your fields. You can go back to work.
Thank you so much. And not just for me. The whole village thanks you. Here, take this.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. $8,000. Best thing is 26. Come on, the attacks, yeah, obviously. Really, what the fuck? Kannst du nicht machen? Alter, lass mich doch mal wegrennen, diese fucking Mouse. Sometimes really, some of them. Locking doesn't work. Okay. Or how about not all of them go to fucking me? And how about not jumping all the time? Thank you for being hilariously bad at dodging. But hilariously bad. How can you fucking hit me? Was? Kannst du mal fucking... Hallo? Need einen Task wechseln? How about it works another time too? How about the jump is blockable? Oh, it's really ridiculous. Das machen wir zuerst. Hier irgendwo schauen. Create some of them. Sag mal, hat hier überhaupt irgendjemand irgendwas? Vielleicht könnte ich trotzdem abwischen, wo zu wollen. Du shit. Alter, lass ich doch mal nicht einkeilen. Kann nicht wackeln. Ja. Kannst du mal schießen? Waffe. So eine dämlichen Encounter. Lass mich hier gefälligst durch. Hör auf zu springen. It's too bad. Das kann das stimmen. Auch der muss, der aussieht. Alter, hört doch mal auf, jedes Mal auf ihn drauf zu springen. Okay, und wenn ich aufhöre zu blocken, dann... Nicht zu vermeiden oder was? Guckt sich mal jemand diesen Sprung an. Selbst diese kleine Nase. Alter. Hör auf mit so einem Bullshit. Worst enemies in the history of enemies. You dodge? Yeah, I can boom you while jumping. Eh? Green claws obviously good too. Hello. 3 generations. Right. Let's try it. How it again? They jump into the air and fucking hit you. Insane. Yeah. Annoying. Especially if I hit his head while coming from the back. Not as bad as the moles though. Moles are...
Hey, Roy. I heard about the kid. I'm real sorry.
Roy, I wanted to tell you, I'm sorry about the boy. I know that he was like an apprentice to you.
Thanks, Mary. That's nice of you.
Yeah, it's nice as it gets. Come with me.
Come with me. I'd like to have you with me.
It would be a pleasure. I prefer it when I'm with you.
Well, I was expecting a Technomancer, and here we have two. Two for the price of one. I hope neither of you is planning on stabbing me in the back.
Who would I betray you to? The Source is after me too. Just like Roy.
Judy has vouched for you, Roy. She thinks that with your help, we can save the kid. I heard he died despite everything. I know you were close. I imagine that gives you a good reason to fight on our side. Revenge is a powerful force. Regardless, we've got work here. A lot of work. And it's time to get down to it.
Here? Really? There are two of our people who look like they're keeping an eye on something, but what's so special about Greenhope, apart from the mass grave?
As you know, we are mainly trying to counter the Technomancers. But through prisoners that were freed during the attack on the train, we found out they'd opened a worksite in the camp. They said a large group came here and seemed real excited. Seeing as they're only interested in power, there's got to be something here that could make them powerful. We can't let them have it, so we're going to destroy the site. There's a gas line crossing it. Open the right valve, and boom.
It's a pretty simple approach, but no matter. I'll take care of that. Later.
Later. Apparently more than.
I welcome
Not a Dapper game.
stinky ass trap.
Cause Dapper thinks it's a cheap Witcher copy clone. Which it definitely is. There you go. No. First off, yeah, I mean, you never heard of it. Really, that doesn't surprise me. It's for PC, yeah, he says that. Said it. You never have heard about real PC games. If it's
I
not
gave
World
my
of
last
Warcraft.
PC to my grandma for her to have some fun.
Also wrong, it's not an indie game. It's Vesper completely bullshit. I mean, I don't know about the British voice acting. Benita illusion. I don't know. Let's go. That's what you get for someone without PC knowledge. Just half of the statements are completely wrong. The skill tree is not complicated. It's It has 3 paths, and the question is what skills you really want to get when you play on extreme. What PC is dumb. Man.
I think this is actually played on Switch.
That makes no sense, but hey, what else is new?
It is quite simple. Vesper Vidya is the child of beaten blue fuckbutt.
Yeah. First of all, if the resolution is higher, you get lower FPS. It's kind of obvious. And second of all, I guess you just don't have a machine. I think you have a classic calculator. How can you get 45 FPS ever with WoW? I mean, I had 45 FPS. I literally never have seen less than 60 in any PC. Wow. I guess you really have a shit machine. 800 by 645 FPS. I mean, I had that when it came out with whatever I had then, and it was not a power machine. If you get 45 FPS at WoW, we don't really need to talk. You just have a shitty machine. I mean, it is just not optimized for whatever you have. Yeah, also called shit. $400. Yeah, I mean, but you can't really analyze something like whether two games. You can't compare the frame rates of 2 games if your machine is complete utter shit. I mean, usually you can say that World of Warcraft, since it comes from Blizzard, is technologically pretty advanced. I mean, Blizzard knows what they are doing on the technical side. I mean, you can say about them whatever you want, but they know what they are doing most of the time. Yeah, because your PSP has more power than your PC.
Actually played on Sega CD.
Also, PSP only has one type of hardware. It's a classic. They can optimize for one type of hardware. I mean, I think they never have seen your PC. And with a $400 laptop, I guess you basically have literally no graphic chip.
Vesper Vidya's father is a gigantic pissed dork.
Someone must have the key.
It basically makes no sense because you're not comparing it to a game machine. You know, I mean, it's like comparing anything to a calculator. Obviously, the console does perform better there.
Everything just looks
in your PC, I believe that. I really believe that. Alter, hör doch mal auf mich zu schießen. Affe. Shitty, undodgeable move. Alter, hör doch mal auf aus. Du hast gerade durch die Wand geschossen oder was? Okay, mir braucht man hier gepisset, du Affe. Mal geschossen, Junge. Ai, ai, ai.
So, how's the job going? Did you find the gas line and the valve?
Yes, the site's been destroyed. They might try to start digging again, but it'll take them months to clear all that away.
Perfect. I have to admit I didn't expect you to be so efficient. Seems Judy was right. Thanks for joining the fight. We have to get together with other members of the Resistance in the agricultural zone. Apparently some of them have some interesting information. I'd like you to come along.
All right, I'll go.
It is the meeting point. Wow.
Don't move. You're all under arrest.
Shit! Someone talked! Get out of here!
What the fuck was that? Hast du schon mal Alter! I hate it when he doesn't shoot because auto targeting is shit. How about targeting who I want and not whoever you want to target? AI. Really, the controls and the fighting mechanics are the worst of this game. The story is really good, the setting is good. But the, I mean... a game can fail so much by not providing proper inputs and... It's not magic, it's technomancy, and it comes from the glove. It's explained. then please don't transform into that troll who says Final Fantasy is not realistic.
Holy shit. The bastards. We almost bought it there. I can't thank you enough, Roy. Without your skills.
We were lucky. If there'd been more of them, I couldn't have done a thing. Their leader had this pass on him. It may come in handy.
It will. Listen, this meeting was a secret. That means
Someone back then when I played Final Fantasy VIII, I was summoning Ifrit and he pointed out that that's not realistic.
What's it got to do
Was
with the
super
pass?
good. I laughed a lot.
It must lead to the Technomancer's HQ. They have to be documents there that can indicate who's behind all this. Find them and we'll get some payback on the bastard who sold us out. But be careful, keep your head down. And above all, make sure you don't talk about your mission to anyone. We don't need the mole knowing we're coming after him.
Alright, I'll get in there and try to find out who the traitor is.
Thanks, Roy.
Well. Don't you all wish it was that easy? By the way, speaking of Dapper, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he not here?
Sir? Sir?
Ah wait, it's late.
moles
I guess
around,
he's sleeping.
Not that I know of, no.
It's just that I wanted to start working my field again. But as soon as I turned my back, everything's been turned upside down.
And you think that other moles came?
Well, that's what I thought. I didn't want to stick
That
around
time?
to make sure.
I understand. I'll go see what's happening.
Thank you. It's just, I don't really dare to go there now.
I gotta...
Hopefully he stops playing these ridiculous adventures at some point. I mean, I played them too when I was 8. Somewhere when they got bad, I stopped playing them.
What are you doing here?
I'm a farm worker.
The thing is that he is not even playing the good ones. He's playing all of them. Even the
No, I mean...
the other button of the shit.
No, leave me alone.
Cool.
You listen real carefully, farm worker. You're gonna stop all this bullshit and get the hell out of here fast if you don't want me to take a personal interest in your case.
How?
Let's just say that if you don't feel like becoming fertilizer, you gotta get out of here and never come back. Is that clear?
Yes. Very clear.
So get going.
Ah, there he is.
Hello.
Speaking of the devil.
But that's it? You seem pretty satisfied. It's over. No more moles? Come on, tell me what happened.
I register Gentleman Dapper. The flames bloomed
Some
through
shady-looking guy was
impact.
sabotaging your work, but he won't be back anymore, believe me.
Shit, some guy? He'd have had to have something wrong with him. Must have been an abundant spy. Bastards. You made him pay, I hope.
I just said he won't bother you again. Seems pretty clear to me.
It is. It is. Here, take this. Thank you so much. I'm going back now. If you need me, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I'm in the last chapter and I don't know how much there's still to do, but I mean the game is pretty short. I knew that already. Obviously I knew it already. But it's cool to play it again. I mean the story carries it. Definitely not the battle system, but the story.
Want to see my merchandise?
Show me.
With pleasure.
No clue how many. I just buy some here and there. Ah, you know. Mechanicus. Sounds like some weird bullshit. And we were just saying what you played. Blah, Warhammer 40k, okay. It's already decided to be bullshit. Sounds like Japanese torture.
Well, I declare, Vesper Vidya is like one bold young twat cunning excrement wax.
Ey, fick dich und deine verfickten Ranged Attacks. Alter! Alter! Stop shooting me, you fuck! They never get wounded. Technomancers seem to be the best at not getting wounded. Ah! Really? Bullshit. Bullshit Mafia is striking me. No, I have a glove which channels my technomancy powers. And since I don't have infinite loots, obviously I have to kill them with other means here and there. Fire. Fire. Stop questioning the game world. Don't understand it. PC game, it's hard to advance. Stop lying down on my mouse arm, man. Pannendapper, Dapper Vesper. Why do they never get wounded? That makes no sense. Vesper's still no in the game. Virus.
So the work just stopped like that.
A group of terrorists sabotaged the excavation. We hit them hard, but unfortunately it'll take a long time to repair the damage.
You think I'm going to wait long? You've got everything you wanted. It's time to show results.
The incident at the site won't stop us continuing our experiments at the Shadowline. Things are moving along nicely.
I hope so for your sake. Or believe me, you'll spend the rest of your life in the Source.
Oh, stop fucking dodging. Thanks for getting wounded.
Like a list of names. The family of a certain Constancy. Shit, Jerry's virtue name. Seems they're being held on the site of a Shadowline. Probably the one the Technomancer was talking about earlier. They were probably used to put pressure on Jerry. Poor bastard. I think I've found the traitor.
There were some new enemies when I went out. Somehow I remember them. Not all of them. Seems like it is all of these. actually making progress to the end boss of the game. By the way, Debra, if you're listening, was the AI in Technomancer also that bad? Like your companion AI? You can't remember shit of anything. Did you even play the game? Or... I mean... You're calling it a poor man's Witcher and can't remember a single detail.
So, any news? Did you find anything out?
Yeah, I got into the Technomancer's offices. According to some documents I found, the family of a certain Constancy is in their hands. They're threatening to torture them and kill him if he doesn't give them information.
Jerry, so it's you. How could you do this? You've been with us since the beginning. I trusted you.
I remember games from 20 years ago and longer.
And they're gonna kill them. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. You risked
And yes, I was there when you played it here and there.
fighting for months. Everything some of us have died for.
He put our lives at risk, but killing him won't change anything now.
You're wrong, Roy. If we let traitors live, it means we value personal profiteers over the good of the community. Our ideology and the entire resistance will collapse. So long, Jerry.
The documents I found indicate where his family's being held. They're at a site of a shadow line that's being built. I heard the Dowser talking about it. At least it's the same place. He was talking about experiments the Technomancers are carrying out.
You mean they're experimenting on prisoners?
Yeah, I think so.
Those fucking monsters. This is sick. We gotta put a stop to this. Roy, can you go straight there?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll go right away.
Oh. Room. Ah, spoiler. Okay. Warm boss. I think you have read some review because when I read about that, they called it a cheap Witcher 2 copy. I think you're not correct. In your ordeals. Huh? What do I know? Some stupid Steam troll. As if I read names. I don't care for names. Don't ask me shit, honey.
Hey! Hey, please! Please, get us out of here. They're doing terrible things. They use us for tests, expose us to the sun. Some of us have even been operated on. If we stay here, we'll die. Or worse. Help us. We haven't done anything to deserve any of this. I was just in the militia. Okay, I demonstrated against the Technomancers, but that's all.
Calm down. I'll get you out, all of you, but I can't break the door down. Do you know who has the key?
A Technomancer, of course. Their leader here, I think. He's really powerful and heartless.
It's horrible, Roy. I didn't think we Technomancers were capable of such senseless atrocity.
I don't feel like I have anything in common with them anymore. These people are sick. Their thirst for power has taken the place of their humanity.
Do you think I might become as callous as them? Lose my head?
You're a bit odd, sure, but no, you're not like them, Mary. Don't worry about it. I'll be back.
How many fucking ranged guys are here? Alter, kannst du mal nie zur selben Zeit schießen wie ich? Du hörst mich nur für die ganze Zeit. What? Mary, stop shooting your partner.
Look at that. The drilling run isn't properly tied up.
Yeah, boss time somehow. Don't know how I got there. However. Oh, pick this fucking dog. Ah, da kannst du mal von dich die ganze Zeit zu drehen. Eine horrible enemy mechanic. Wounded dude. %30 chance or whatever. Maybe just 25. No being getting wounded. Do one. We need to fight the Technomancer. Or 8 moments, I think that was a tech. Or the room. Or a fucking dog. Amazing. How was the camera in Technomancer ever? Can you tell me one thing about that game? Because this camera is always showing the wall or whatever you don't want to see.
What are you doing here? You have any idea how important the research you're interfering with is?
Research based on the horrible experiments carried out on Aurora's citizens.
I recognize you now. You were at the source when I was a child. Still so sure you're on the right side, huh? That you're always right? Still so full of yourself over your abilities, I guess. But I'll teach you. I'll show you your place.
Warm. Okay. The fuck warm. Hopefully there's a quick save before it. really nice safe spot. Teile. Alter. What a horribly slow boss. Especially since he's doing whatever he wants in some random pattern. Luckily he's not really hard. Shit. What? Yeah, basically it is. I think it was. Maybe there's some more shit, but I mean... Yeah, but it's the only boss this game has to offer. I don't know whether I had to beat the Technomancer after that, but... Yeah, like him. I think I had.
Just us now.
Luckily I can basically shoot him down since he's a Technomancer, and Technomancers are horrible against bullets. Like, bullets are their doom. That's really... I mean, you just need enough of them, but... Yeah. Since they are not super cheap to buy or make. Just never use them for anything but Technomancers and you're good. So, I think we are through the game as far as I know. There's not that much more to do. I think it's just nothing anymore. I mean, except for some fully powder, of course. Oh wait, Mary.
Roy?
Yeah,
Can I
you
do
can tell me
something for you?
about your life.
I was wondering.
I think I can tell you now. I was born here.
Heil, ja,
It didn't
ekelhaft.
take long for the source to find
If
me.
it is without scumpies or shit, then yes, but other than that,
I was too
bleh.
young, and you were too old for us to be together.
You must have a virtue name. Mary's not your real name, is it?
Right. I was called Mercy, but the name no longer means anything to me. Even if Sean used me, he helped me live again. He stopped me from going insane. He's the one who called me Mary. Just like the rags I'm wearing, I want to keep the name.
I understand. I'm not gonna lecture you about changing your name. How did you end up in
Yeah!
a case?
But a non-seafood paella is basically a nasi goreng.
Take me with him. The source wanted to refuse, but he had tremendous influence. I found myself on a battlefield, and I was horribly afraid. I think I panicked, and we were separated.
Go on, I'm listening.
I was so afraid I fell into a trench. Some men from Abundance came towards me. They were laughing. I think they liked the look of me. And then their officer showed up.
Every time you take fish in your hands, you provoke
Really
something.
strict. In fact, he was furious with his men. He helped me get up and kept me near him. I know that he had to fight to keep me. That's why he was sent from the front and ended up in Camp 19.
Why not talk to me about it?
I was afraid you'd abandon me to the source. Of course, there are good masters there, but there are also... Anyway...
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry, Mary. I know some girls are abused, but... Anyway, it's all...
Thank you for talking about it. It was really interesting.
Do you have the key? Please hurry, some of us need help.
Here, I finally have the key. Take it and free your comrades.
Thank you. Thank you a million times. Wait. You're with the Resistance, right?
You could say that.
There was this guy who was part of it too. He was a prisoner here. His name was Sam. Do you know him?
No. So I guess he's dead then?
He said all kinds of strange things. About a deal with Abundance and how they were going to attack Green Hope to help them.
What?
He spoke to someone called Marco. He said he succeeded. That Abundance agreed to help them. Sounds crazy, right? He must have been raving. Thank you again, in any case.
A man that recommends killing traitors while making deals with Abundance on the side? It's not easily explained.
Yeah, Whistle, you're doing it right. Marco. Right? Where are we? Where are we here? Event is... I guess. Really ass about this game though. It's punching, I mean. I rarely see games where the sponging is that hard and like that hard. I mean, I kind of knew about it when I played it in Boma, I think. I mean, you can give me more enemy stuff, but don't make them spongy.
So, did you get to the Shadow Line? Did you free the prisoners?
Yeah, I found them and freed them, and I found out some interesting things about the site.
After what we've just done, I'm not sure we need more information. We're going to be able to enter Shadow Lair and attack the source.
You want to leave soon, right? You wouldn't want us to still be around when Abundance shows up, would you?
What? How?
One of the prisoners heard about your alliance from some dying guy, a former member of the Resistance who was your liaison with the other guild. How could you do that?
Don't you see? It was the only way to weaken and disperse the Technomancers enough so we could hope to defeat them. Abundance is ready to support the government we'll be setting up, and with their help, we'll finally have a chance.
At the expense of Green Hope, which has already cost Aurora a lot of blood.
What does that matter now? Aurora doesn't need Green Hope. What we really need is freedom. A future.
And you really believe Abundance's promises? Don't you think the only thing they're interested in is getting a hold of this site?
Maybe. But once we have the source, we'll set up a new government. A government of the people. Then we'll be stronger than ever, and Abundance won't be able to do a thing against us. Roy, you know that without me, the Resistance would be nothing. That I'm ready to give everything for it.
If we let traitors off the hook, it'll mean the death of the Resistance, remember? And you didn't just betray your side. You betrayed the Guild.
It's not treason. I did it for the good of the Resistance, of Aurora. You can't kill me, Roy. What will happen to the movement without me?
So long, Marco.
I never would have believed he'd betray us. I think he really wanted to help the cause, despite everything.
Maybe, but he landed us in a pile of shit. We have to leave Green Hope as soon as possible and take the source by force. The Technomancers were hit hard, so we have a chance to take them, and we can't pass it up.
We'll go then. You want one of your friends to come along?
I'd like Mary to come with us.
I keep asking myself why you drag her along with you. She's, bizarre. Never mind, we may be able to put her talents to use.
We're finally leaving Green Hope, fleeing before Abundance gets here, after shedding light on the activities of the Technomancers and weakening them. Not only did we sabotage their excavation site, but we also discovered the inhuman experiments they were carrying out on the defiant citizens of Aurora. We've won enough here for now. Hope they'll fall, along with the dowser that's backing them, so they'll have to confront their madness. I was even able to give the mutants here a hand. It may seem almost trivial, but it's still good news. Especially as I have lots of regrets. I would really have liked things to have turned out differently. I wish Marco hadn't betrayed us, that I hadn't had to kill him, that Green Hope had stayed ours. But we have to go on to the next chapter and keep moving forward. Mary is with me. One more Technomancer will be more than welcome in this march on the source. Because the Tyrant will be well protected, and it's time we settled a few scores.
Never even knew that there was another level. I think 3 chapters it was, but I guess it's still a rush on the end boss. Not really sure though whether we do it today, or it could take a while. Except he does it all by himself in the cutscene, of course.
So, that's the source. All this wealth. But you've already been here, haven't you?
This takes me way back, Judy, and I only ever got to see the areas reserved for the Technomancers. I didn't have access to the government offices.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the dowser. It's time for the Resistance to confront the oppressor of the people. The Tyrant will be judged for his crimes. We have to be careful. Failure is not an option this close to victory. Defeating the Source's guards isn't going to be a cakewalk.
I'm not worried about the guards.
So he who has no fear has nothing to lose. I ask myself sometimes, what are you looking to gain? fighting with us?
The Technomancers destroyed my life, hunted me down like an animal. I saw them for what they are. I won't rest until no trace of them is left on Mars.
Be careful not to be consumed by your hatred, even if it has brought you to us. You may feed upon the flesh of evil men, Roy, but as they used to say on Earth, you are what you eat.
What? Oh, really? Right into the fight, yeah. Fuck you, Technomancer. Did I die now because he blocked too good? Please don't. How about saving after the cutscene? Also hört doch mal auf, mich die ganze Zeit mit fucking Blitzen zu beschießen. Fucking Technomancer shit. Mary, stop shooting us. Okay, then we might finish it. Oh wait. Yeah, have another level. I hate it when they attack and block at the same time. That's bullshit. This. Should it, can it be, and... Oh, hello. Kannst du mal... Zeit. Also, wo jetzt bitte? Diesen fucking Technomancer gut machen. Hast du bitte mal Lust, das zu machen, was ich dir sage? Camera! Show me something! How about a new fucking wall? you, Technomancer. Eat nails. Stupid mechanic. Hey, he's shielded, he doesn't care anymore. Hey, he never can get wounded because he has no blood. Right. With a 9. This looks like end of all ends now here.
So all we have to do is enter this office.
No, maybe you have to kill him first.
It's gotta end, and now is a good time. I need you to stay here while I sort this out with Judy.
You want to be alone with her and the old man? You think she's pretty?
Yeah, because we fuck in front of him or what?
Listen, people have all kinds of relationships, not just ones based on love or sex. There's also politics. Yeah, look, forget it, I'll be back.
Maybe. But she is pretty and an idealist. She can get a great many things from you with her fancy words.
Listen, the worry in your eyes gets me, really. But I'll be fine. Just wait for me here. I'll be right back.
Wisdom was my friend. He was the leader of Aurora. I could not let him be dragged in front of an angry mob. Let the people judge him. You were going to debase Aurora in the eyes of the other guilds if you humiliated its dowser. I couldn't allow that.
You're completely wrong about us. Yes, he would have been judged, but it would have been fair. We're not here to destroy, but to
revolution always turned out
Your
fair.
beautiful ideas are naive and dangerous, girl. And I was sure you wouldn't understand. But I'm ready to answer for my actions.
You will be judged for this murder as well as for your involvement in a corrupt government. You will have to answer for many things.
Are you sure we can leave him alive after what he just did? You heard him. You think he'll just stand aside peacefully and watch the resistance form a new government?
I'm not like him. I can't kill just because it suits me. He may be a pragmatist, but there is the blood of a hero running through his veins. He fought for Aurora. But this is your fight and your decision.
Nice. Then
we can't let him live. He'd be like an open sore for the new government.
I don't see how you can say that. I have always fought for Aurora. You know that. I contacted you to get your help.
It wasn't exactly selfless, though, was it? A little give and take, right? Your protection in exchange for my help.
You're letting your hatred get the better of you. This man is not a technomancer, so he didn't risk his life to stop them, but he's still not one of them. Please.
Am I getting weak in front of a bitch now? Actually, I don't care. I mean, he wants her revolution to fail because he's Nazi. What?
Fine. Let him be judged by the people.
Thank you, Roy. Come on. The others are waiting for us. We have a world to rebuild.
Epilogue.
So, in the name of the resistance and right ideas, of freedom for the people, I've committed sabotage, spied, even killed. Including one of their leaders who thought he was doing good and
Nice
committed betrayal
achievement.
for the benefit of abundance. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Thanks to our
In the
actions,
end, Extreme is playable, but
power are at an end this time.
you really have to understand the system and get a start out, and then at the end,
Leash like I was.
moles are still the worst enemies ever.
I think she felt lost without chains, but maybe one day, even though she's eccentric, she'll be leading them. The Resistance started to hunt down the traitors, the collaborators. That bastard Tenacity would have loved it. If he'd lived, I'm almost sure he'd have taken part. Judy is trying hard to calm things down, but popular feeling is too strong. They need blood to help them forget. Aurora will have to set up a new government. I hope, of course, that it'll be less corrupt, but I'm not dreaming. There will always be tyrants ready to take over the guild, ready to dominate the people for their own ends. Judy will keep debating as usual to try to defend her dream. She did, of course, ask for my help, but to be honest, I'm not sure I belong among them. I'll be staying here for a while regardless, just to see how things pan out. Because I know the conflict is far from over. Abundance will not give up so easily. The death of our Dowser and the recovery of Greenhope will give them the hope that they can crush us. And even if we still have a war hero, he'll soon be appearing before a court. If he's let off, I fear he'll be the leading opponent of the new government. Anyway, for the moment, life goes on and Aurora can now dream of a better future. One that Innocence, who sacrificed himself for this dream, will never know.
Kind of a dark story, but that's the cool part about it.
And so I write the final words of the war log of Innocent Smith to give it a proper ending. Farewell, kid.
And this game has amazing music, by the way. Amazing atmospheric music. I think this game has deserved, has received more hate than it deserved. I mean, yeah, it's not long. Battle system has some edges, is a bit rough. You have to get used to it and you have to get into it. But I mean, the world and the story is just great. I remember when, for 1 or 2 years when I played it, I've heard some podcasts. No, were there podcasts back then? I don't know. Something I've read there, and they were like, yeah, and there was also Mars Warlocks. We don't need to talk about that. Mediocre game. Who is we? You can't judge by not having played it. But yeah, this game is great. I mean, I'm great in terms of, I mean, in all its shortness and yeah, knowing that it has some edges. But I mean, in the end, I think, I mean, okay, the damage sponging is a bit hard, but I mean, the battle system itself, I mean, the good part of it is that it's not like any other game. I guess I will start it tomorrow, yeah. I will start the download right when I end the stream. And then tomorrow, whenever I start Technomancer. That was the... and credits which end after 2 minutes or so. I mean, this game does everything correct. Hopefully I don't get entangled in code. I mean, it's cool to get entangled into code again, but Not good for the streaming times. I really like the music. I mean, it would be interesting to if they would have dug in on the story a bit more, because the story they tell is cool, but the world telling remains kind of on the surface. It's like, I always want to know what is with this world, what happened here, and how did we end up on Mars, and everything. And they are like, we don't tell you.
Captain of the Oz.
That explains shit.
Let me explain, Matt. Gentleman Dapper is a dark-faced, AIDS-bashing nipple Turbogrox.
Turbogrox. And I mean, what was with this war on Mars, and why? But yeah, enough about that. It's late enough to go to bed. I wish you well. Let's see each other tomorrow. Have a good time. Have some good food. And I still liked it. Good. Have a good one.